Hey everybody, Rosemutter here, and welcome to my react and discussion of episode 7 of Bochi the Rock. Sorry for only one episode being released last week. I recently got a puppy, so it's been a little bit crazy here, so I've had even less time than I usually do to get stuff done, but I'm going to try and be more consistent with getting those 2 episodes out of Bochi each week. But anyway, so the last episode, Bochi was still struggling to sell those 5 tickets to their concert after realizing that her little sister and her dog, she can't bring those people and slash not people to the concert. So she's really struggling to figure out like who she could sell to. And while she was lamenting that, a mysterious drunk girl showed up who turned out to be the bassist for another band. And we haven't learned her name yet. I wasn't sure about that. I was like, maybe I just missed it, but apparently she's just this mysterious drunken guitarist who kind of took Bochi under her wing and convinced her to put on a street performance in order to like promote their band and to try and sell tickets. And Bochi has never played in like public really before, especially outside. She's always played kind of in her closet in small dark places, so this was a really big thing for her, but she managed to do it and she did quite well. And this guitarist is like, I see some potential in her, so she offered to buy one of the tickets, and then 2 girls who watched the performance bought 2 tickets. So she ended up succeeding. Yay, yay, Bochi, she did it. So yeah, it's things are progressing. I love how each episode she kind of overcomes a struggle, and she's just getting closer and closer to being the musician that she really wants to be. So I'm really excited. I don't know what this episode is going to be about. I'm really excited for like their big like concerts. I don't know if that's going to be like the last episode. But anyway, let's see what happens in this episode, and of course I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. So one thing I hear a lot about Japanese summers is how brutal they are. And like, I'd love to go to Japan, but not in the summertime. So they're going to Bochi's house. And this is probably her first time ever having friends over. So, oh, I understand the anxiousness. I definitely had this like in middle and high schools, having somebody over for the first time. Because they're coming into my space. And it's a thing like you want to make sure that you entertain them. And you don't want to be boring. And look at them, they're like all excited about it. And Hitori's probably gonna either overthink it. Okay, so they're going over to design t-shirts. You know what, good on Rio for just being like, no, I don't want to. She seems like the type like she wouldn't even lie about that. Like she would just be like, no, I don't wanna. Like for her to come up with an excuse. And of course, she's able to turn it around into like, yeah, of course, because she loves her. Welcome, members of Kisoku Band. We hope your time here heals you in both mind and body. Okay, so she went very extra. What's a ryokan? I've heard that term before, but is a ryokan, is that kind of like a hostel? Amazing. Oh my gosh. Because she's like, I've never had people over. I don't know how to do this. Is this how you do it? Is this how you have friends over? I wonder if her parents are gonna come to her room, be like, "Oh my God, she actually has friends. I thought she was just making them up." I mean, obviously they know that she's in a band, so that makes sense that her bandmates would come over. I still get like that sometimes, not gonna lie, like having people over, because this is like my home is my safe place. And I work with people all day, so when I get home, I just want to just hang out with my husband and my dog, and that's it. And if I have people over, it's just that kind of like anxiety of I want them to have a good time, I want to be a good host, but I'm stressing so much about making sure that I'm not like boring them or that they're having a good time that I can't fully enjoy myself sometimes, if that makes sense. And it was the worst when like I had no offense if my friends are watching this, but I had friends who lived in my building. They've moved now, but they would just come over unexpectedly. And for introverts, I feel like unexpected visits are the worst because I have to prepare myself mentally to have people over. Like I can't just have people just show up. That's the worst. This is amazing. Aw. But they turn around and be like, look, he's putting such an effort. Like a gift? What? Box. Oh man, she went all out. Welcome to Shea Goto. Aw. From what I saw, it looks nice. And she probably had to go out and get all that stuff too, right? She didn't just have that little strobe light and all those things. Damn, that looks really cozy. Party people, yeah. Sealed. It's all in her closet, right? They're gonna be like, oh, oh, oh no. What's the seal thing? Is that like a sealing, like a charm, right? Oh no, little sister, what are you doing? That's such a little sibling thing to do. Is just like, I'm gonna come and just be a shit disturber. Oh, that's right, because they were doing like an exorcism on her or something. Why does the dog look so creepy? And they're like, she never mentioned a sister. And the sister is so different from Hitori. Oh no, they're all just like, oh, the sister has taken over. Oh, it's like the sister is what she wants to be like, actually outgoing. Oh, she's got to drop the drink, isn't she? Well, dogs, of course, have good social skills. Like, this is whooping it up. I like the fact that they just kind of brushed aside the fact that she had their pictures up all over the place, and they just was like, meh. Yeah, they're like, wait, what? Yeah, literally, I was kind of joking about that, about they're gonna be like, she has actual friends? Did they think that her band wasn't real either? That they're like, oh yeah, we'll buy tickets. Oh, what is this? This is amazing. I love how creative they get with this. I like the idea of the festivals that they have in Japan, but in high school, I probably wouldn't have appreciated them. The rest of the episode is just going to be her traumatized over sports festivals. They're so supportive, though. She's still going. Oh, God, they said that right in front of. I mean, wait, what? Oh, they have like a whole thing up there. It's like a shrine to like she has friends. But I can't believe they said that right in front of the two of them. Be like, oh my God, she actually has real friends. She's going into a spiral. Oh my gosh, they're still going. They're making it so awkward. Oh, wow, they literally. That's really bad. They thought that she literally like photoshopped her friends. This is. Oh man. Oh, the parents are not helping. They're like interrogating them. They're just laying it all out like, guys, some stuff to yourself. Oh no. At least they seem to find it endearing. Yeah, maybe they should butt out. Oh my gosh, she's like, even my parents are getting along with them better. She's like, I'm just gonna bring down the mood. I never got to see Hattori's t-shirt design. Oh, that's so sweet. They actually played Twister. It's like they heard that she was practicing, so they just kind of went along with it. She like, I am all socialed out. Like, I am so tired. Is she still thinking about the sports festival? Oh, that's right. Yeah, she talked about how like she doesn't like to listen to happy songs. Here we go. The episode's almost over. Come on. Is that good? I can't tell their reaction. So, not good. Oh no, they're gonna have to like shoot it down. Then she's like, oh no. Well, no, she literally just wears the same clothes all the time. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. And nobody also calls out the fact that she just wears the same thing every day. Fashion show, fashion show. That this is what girls do. This'll be nice to see her. I was like, I didn't even think about that. All the other girls wear different stuff. Oh, she's so pretty. I think he just like, Ryohu, you are, I love you now. Oh, the bangs. I understand this. I had them even longer in high school. I think it was to hide myself a little bit. I'm trying to be better about not wearing my bangs as much. Oh, and also think about like not going to the hairdressers unless you have to. I don't like getting my hair cut. What's this? Just being like, I was touched in an intimate way. What? Or yes, yeah, her face being exposed. It's funny, almost like every anime character has bangs, but with her, it's more of like, yeah, it's a hiding herself away. It's like a window. Except they have bangs too. I love how dramatic this episode is. Even more dramatic than it usually is. It's turned into like a spirit. She's like, I'm inside you now. I like seeing them be so dramatic too. She's like, I finally had friends over and I killed them. Sorry for being too cute. You'll have to do the concert yourself. We're dead. It's simple. Oh, look at her. It's like, I'm part of something. 2 days to the concert. Yes. All right. That's so sweet. Like, I just love how supportive they are of her. Like, they understand she's got anxiety about, you know, having the worry about like the concert being canceled, even though they say it's probably gonna be fine. But she's got the like the intrusive thoughts like, oh no, but what if I don't make these charms, then we won't be able to play. And they just go along with it. They're like, okay, if it makes you feel better. Oh, well, so much for that. Aw. Day of the concert. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow. Okay. Shoot. I was just about to say, I was like, they had this whole typhoon thing, and they're like, oh, it's not even an issue. And then it is an issue. She's trying so hard to like deal with, her issues, but unfortunately, nature, you can't really do anything about that. All right, so another cute episode. I love how extra this one was with all of Hitori's like her inner thoughts about the sports festival, and I love that the like show even called it out about like, wow, this one even went through into the commercial break, like she's really in it, and then like watching the romantic movie had her again. But it's just I love seeing the interactions and like the friendship where they're starting to understand Hitori more and more, and they are just kind of going along with her things and trying to make her feel comfortable. I was side-eyeing her family a little bit. The little sister, I understand. Like, I remember having friends over for the first time, and then my younger brother kind of being the same way about, like, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna try and embarrass her, and I'm just gonna be, like, you know, a little shit. But the parents, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, don't make this such a big deal. And when they're talking about how they thought that they weren't real and how they thought that she, like, photoshopped them into the photo, and about how like, she had the pictures up everywhere, and they had, like, they had an exorcism for her, and they're just like, oh, it just made me like, I felt for her. Like, my parents weren't that bad, but sometimes they would be unintentionally embarrassing. You know, the first time I have people over, like if I make a new friend, and I would bring them over, and sometimes they would do stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not going to want to be my friend anymore. And I just love how just something as simple as, like, we're gonna just go over, we're gonna make t-shirt designs, maybe watch a movie or something, and then it just turned into this whole thing. But I felt that one, like, I felt that, like, eh. And then the whole thing about the typhoon, where I thought it was just gonna be a non-issue, and we were getting closer and closer to the concert, and I'm really excited for it, and then this unexpected thing happens, and it's just like, what's going to happen? People aren't going to show up. Are they going to have to cancel? Because this is the thing I'm really excited to see, and who knows what's going to happen. So I thought, it's funny, I thought the concert was going to be like towards the end of the season, but I'm interested to see, like, how this is going to go. Like, this is an actual problem, a big problem that they can't just, you know, talk it out amongst themselves like they seem to. If any problems pop up, the group gets together and they talk it out, and everything tends to be, you know, resolved. But fortunately, Mother Nature, not really much you can do about that. You just kind of have to leave it to chance and hope for the best. And I understand Hattori, because I'm somewhat the same way. It's the whole thing about, like, the worst case scenario, that whole thing where it's like, they said it probably wasn't going to be a problem, but she had the thoughts. She gets those intrusive thoughts about, like, well, now, like, now it's an issue, and now I have to do something, even if it probably isn't going to do anything, like making these charms. If I feel like that's going to help the situation, we have to do it, or else something bad is going to happen. So they went along with it, which is really sweet. They did it, and then the bad thing happened anyway. So it's the whole thing about, like, you assume the worst case scenario, and a lot of the times it doesn't happen, but sometimes it does, and that just, like, throws you. And it's also like your plans changing. I'm very bad about that. I'm trying to be better about, like, I have my plans, and if they don't go the way I want, it kind of throws me into a tizzy. I'm trying to be better about that and be more spontaneous and just go with the flow. But, like, I'm like her. It's just, if that happens, you just kind of go into a spiral of, like, well, what do we do now? So I'm just like, oh, I'm so anxious for them. I just hope that the concert goes well. And I also, that moment was really sweet with, like, the shirts. I think for her, like, that felt real, where they were like, it's a cohesive, like, we feel like a group now. We feel like a true band, like friends. And that was just a really sweet moment. But I'm like, I gotta watch the next episode, like, with the concert. Like, what's gonna happen? Is nobody gonna show up? Are they gonna have to cancel? Are they gonna have to reschedule? They've been working so hard for this, and it's just so sad to see their journey and their progression and how hard they're working, and then just something completely, like, out of the blue, and something out of their control happens, and it might screw up everything. And that just, like, that hurts me. That hurts my heart. So I am really excited to see the next episode, how the day of the concert's going to go, if it's going to be a failure or a success, and how Hattori and the others are going to deal with it. So anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this episode. Another really cute one. I feel like the next episode is going to maybe be a little bit of a bummer. I hope it's going to work out. I hope, you know, it goes well, but we will have to wait and see. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for my reaction to episode 8. Until then, bye guys. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Lady of Eternity, Jared Fan, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, Harry Gazif, Cardboard, and Shadow Dragon.